Yo guys, what's going on? It is your boy T Bounce on the track and welcome back to another Bounce FC video. Today we are doing the Juventus versus Chelsea preview. That's what we're on today. Big game, big Champions League game. The opponents are Juventus FC and yeah man, pretty good side with a lot of history in Italy. And also in Europe as well because they won the Champions League, etc. But they are a very big club, very massive club. But unfortunately they have lost Cristiano Ronaldo. So that kind of changes things a little bit because as you can see in the league, they are kind of down bad. I mean, I think they're like 10th or 12th in the league. Yeah, they're 10th with 2 wins, 2 losses and 2 draws. And their current form isn't that bad anymore with 1 loss in the last 5. With a 3-0 win against Malmo, 1-1 draw against AC Milan, a 3-2 win against Spezia, and a 3-2 win against Sampdoria. So it's clear to me that Juventus' defense isn't really that good because they've pretty much conceded in every single game they've had so far, except for the game against Malmo, who are, I mean, let's be real, they shouldn't be conceding to Malmo anyway. But still, I mean, Spezia and Sampdoria, I know they're not terrible clubs, but at the same time, for a club like Juventus that is renowned for their defense, that is a little bit sloppy. Team news, Adrien Rabiot is a doubt for Chelsea's clash against Juventus. However, literally, I think a few hours since that was posted, it was posted that Adrien Rabiot returned to Juventus training. So isn't that great? Isn't that charming? Conveniently, close to the Chelsea game, he's like, hey, let me come through for some Juventus training. Maybe I can play Chelsea. Because that's what everyone does. They're injured, and then when they hear, oh, I'm playing Chelsea? I'm playing the champions of Europe? Okay, so all of a sudden, I'm fit now. Hey, let's go. So yeah, he's back in the game, but Juve do have a few injuries. That does include Paulo, Dybala, who is arguably their best player, as well as Alvaro Morata. But I mean, Morata's out for them. For me, personally, that's advantage Juventus. So, Juventus duo Paulo Dybala and Alvaro Morata have been ruled out of the Champions League group stage with Chelsea this week because of injuries. As I said, Alvaro Morata out only means advantage Juve. Juve like to play a little bit of a 4-4-2 formation. I mean, it comes in various variations, lol. But yeah, it's like a 4-4-2 diamond sometimes. Maybe sometimes they'll play with a 4-4-2 wide with wingers. Really, it's up to them. It depends on them, like how they're feeling on the day, and also how they're doing with players in terms of how fit they are, etc. But Juventus are no mugs. Yes, they lost Cristiano Ronaldo, and yes, they're struggling to find their feet. And yes, they've had 3 managers in the space of 2 years. Because they had Sarri before, and they had Andrea Pirlo, and now they've reunited with Massimiliano Allegri. But you cannot underestimate Juventus because at the end of the day, it is still Juventus. So, on the Chelsea side of life, our team news, Thomas Tuchel has confirmed Mason Mount, Reece James, and N'Golo Kante will not be able to play against Juventus tomorrow, and the game will come too soon for Christian Pulisic. So that's 4 people out. I remember Reece James was injured in the Man City game, and Thiago Silva had to come on for him, as well as Mason Mount. He wasn't in for that game either. He didn't even start, to be honest. So yeah, he was out there. And apparently N'Golo Kante has tested positive for COVID-19, which is a bit mad. I don't know. Some people are saying that maybe he hasn't gotten vaccinated. Maybe he's one of the anti-vax guys. I don't know. I mean, Thomas Tuchel didn't want to speak about it, neither did Jorginho. So, yeah, something is a little bit fishy there. And, of course, Christian Pulisic is out because of that injury he picked up while playing for the US and representing his country. Isn't that charming? Yay! So, I'm going to be giving you my predicted lineup of what Thomas Tuchel is going to go with. Starting in goals is the one and only best goalkeeper in Europe, Edouard Mendy. The guy is a wall, and I mean, Kepa's been solid too, but I feel like Mendy should be playing this one. In terms of our 3 centre-backs, I will go with Antonio Rudiger on the left, Thiago Silva in the centre, and Andreas Christensen on the right. And then as our wing-backs, I'm thinking Thomas Tuchel might go with Benjamin Chilwell. Why did I say Benjamin Chilwell? Oh my God. Ben Chilwell on the left as well as Azpilicueta on the right, because Reece James is out and I don't think he really trusts Callum Hudson-Odoi to start as a right wing back in this game, especially against a tough opponent like Juventus. Now in the midfield it gets a little bit tricky because I feel like he might just do something crazy, because N'Golo Kante is out with COVID and Mateo Kovacic hasn't really had much of a break. So I think he will go with Jorginho, obviously, J5. I mean, this is Italian opposition. He pretty much knows these teams better than anyone else. So yeah, I'll play J5, the UEFA best player, alongside the one and only, our old boy, Ruben Loftus-Cheek, because he's just been fantastic lately. I mean, he was good in the Villa game. He was good when he came on against Man City. He gave us a lot of intensity, a lot of energy. So I feel like Ruben Loftus-Cheek should be starting this one, and I feel like he could be starting this one. In terms of our front three, with Mason Mount not being able to play, it does throw a little bit of a spanner in the works. I don't think Hakim Ziyech is going to start this one. Obviously, Christian Pulisic is out, and I don't think Hudson-Odoi will be starting this one either. So I think it will be like a kind of like a 3-5-2. But instead of having like the three holding midfielders, we're going to have Kai Havertz playing as that attacking midfielder. I don't want to say second striker because the two strikers that I'm going with are Timo Werner and Romelu Lukaku. So yeah, I think Havertz will be playing just in behind them as like an attacking midfielder. Hopefully he'll be bringing up the attack, which is something we failed to do in the City game, because we did play with three holding midfielders when we should have had at least that one attacking asset, because really the game did change once we brought on Kai Havertz. So I feel like he should be starting this one, and I think he deserves a full 90 because he hasn't had a full 90 apart from the game against Arsenal. Timo Werner and Romelu Lukaku, that's obvious, you know, those are the big boys operating up top, and really we don't really have a lot of options, especially in terms of our attacking players. So I think Romelu Lukaku and Timo Werner should be taking this one. And also Romelu Lukaku, I mean, he just came from Italy, so he also understands how Juve plays, and it might be a nice, a nice moment for him to come back to Italy, you know, the place that kind of loved him with. But yes, that is my 11. As you can see, I'm going to put my 11 here. Hopefully I'm still in the frame. But yeah, my 11 is over here. You can see it right there in its fullness, in its entirety. Yeah, that's pretty much what I think Thomas Tuchel would go with. Yeah. So as far as predictions go for the games, I think it's going to be a tight one, because I do not think Allegri is going to come in and, try and, attack on us. I feel like he's going to pack it in at the back and maybe play for a draw, but then if he's lucky, he'll try and get that counter attack. So I feel like it might be all Chelsea in terms of possession, but I do see this one being close, and I see Chelsea getting a narrow 2-0 win, because they really do have something to prove. So I really do think that Chelsea will go out there, pack it in Juventus' backyard, and put them in an absolute, not an absolute spliff, but I think Chelsea will edge this one a little bit with a 2-0 win. And that's the end of the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure you like, make sure you comment, what you feel, like your thoughts. I really do care about what you think. Make sure you turn on those post notifications, you like the video, you subscribe, as I said before, and you make sure that you always keep it locked in on the Boss FC channel. It has been your boy T Boss, and peace.